Moab tends to get a standing ovation from pretty much every visitor who crosses the Colorado and gazes on the quaint little town framed by red rock chasms. They experience this locale in a number of ways, from jeeps to jet boats, but unless you're hiking, you'll be touring the area while firmly seated. But what if you want to have your motorized ovation and stand for it too? Well, surprisingly, that's not a problem. Moab takes all kinds.
Moab is the perfect setting for every kind of activity you could imagine. People come here to do those activities. Anything you want to do is here. We did a Segway tour. We went up the bike paths through Moab. It's about an hour-and-a-half tour, and we had a good time.
Not falling was the best part.
Highway 91 cuts through the desert from I-70 south across the Colorado River. There on the banks of the great tributary sits Moab, the now famous destination for recreationists of all types, from jeepers to canyoneers. Segways are a new addition, though, and for Larry Sanders and his son Brian, a pretty unexpected one.
We had rented a Jeep from the Moab Adventure Center, and while checking out, we saw their little flyer that said Segway Tours. We thought, hey, that's something we both wanted to try, why not? So they lined us up and hooked us up this morning. It was great.
We get you started on filling out some paperwork, and then we get you started watching a video. It's about a 15-minute video.
It seemed like the video always showed the people crashing, so that built up our confidence.
Well, it's motorized, and it's quite different. You stand straight up on the object, and you use your feet to power you forward and backwards, and it's just quite a bit different.
Well, we started out around here. We practiced around here for like a half an hour. And then we just kind of toured through the city, checked out all different kinds of sites. Like we went to a couple parks, we saw all the different restaurants through here. And we went over a couple bridges and over some rivers and went through some things that were kind of some challenging obstacles, but she helped us through it, so it was way fun.
Utilizing the extensive bike routes of Moab, the Segway Tour takes the freestanding sightseers throughout the city. The Segways used by the Adventure Center are equipped with thick off-road tires, which allow the group to veer off the beaten path into slightly more rugged terrain. Part of what's on display during the tour isn't just the landscape and views of Moab, but the unique culture as well, something that is often missed by visitors who only concentrate on the extremes of this environment.
My favorite part of the tour is going up through the Rotary Park and getting off there and letting the people see the musical park there and stop and play around a little bit. The people really seem to enjoy it.
Since I'm a percussionist, I was wanting to go there, so so when we got there, they had like all different kinds of keyboards and like some chimes and bells and xylophones and whatnot. So we just got there and we all just played around on the keyboards and just played around. It was really fun.
That is cool. I don't know what that one does.
Moab will always be known as the place to come and experience the Red Rock of the West, and the Segway Tour is just one more unique motorized way to see the sights. After all, you are standing the entire time. Though it takes a few minutes to learn, it's so easy, even I can do it.
Look at that! Some people are just a natural.
It's amazing. They promised us that the learning curve was incredibly fast, and it was. And just after about 5 minutes here in the parking lot, we were ready to take off into the town. So you just kind of feel like you're floating almost in air. Kind of fun.
It's $50 per person for the hour-and-a-half tour, and it's definitely worth the money.
Oh, it was so much fun. I mean, starting out is kind of scary because you got to start getting your balance at first, but once you get used to it, it's really, really fun. You just go wherever in the city and whatever.
There has always been more than one way to experience Moab. Now there's another alternative, and it's standing room only. For At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Hewman.